about 2 weeks after me saving my mom and bringing her back home, my father had spoken to me in a dream and told me that he considered me a blessing and that he wanted to give me a special name called Treasure Special Princess title, because I was a miracle baby. I really was. And before I was born, before my dad met my mom, he had bonded with somebody else before my mom, and she had pure red hair, and it broke his heart because she passed away unexpectedly. And I never told your mom because she was suffering with PTSD because of her messed up family abuse. And I wanted to save her from that generational cycle. But that, since I was a man, I was struggling to do it on my own. And you were the most identical to someone else in my family of the Cherokee tribe of my family. And that's also why I gave you that title. And I found out recently that you were the last saving grace, mercy, message sent to humanity to try and be kinder and not be so awful. And I was told by Heavenly Father the reason why you sang 1,000 words, and I now realize why you'd come to talk to me about asking me to come with me on my truck driving when I was in Arkansas. I know you told me a different reason, but I knew that wasn't the real reason, but I took you with me because I was concerned for your safety. And I realized while talking to you that you were in this kind of mental breakdown state. And I realized after talking to you and being nice to you and trying to teach you things that you were struggling with for yourself, that you and me were a lot alike, and that I realized how much I'd accidentally hurt you. And that really broke my heart. And that and I realized that your ex crush was a narcissistic, abusive, manipulative person, playboy, whatever else you want to call him. And after you were fully honest with me about how much Zach had hurt you, and that you had accidentally bonded with him, I went to him personally in person while you were asleep one day, and I told him that if he ever touched my daughter again or got close to her, I would make sure that he regretted it. Stay away from my daughter. And I realized over the years that you had the most purest soul out of every human being on earth. And that you've been honest in trying to help others first before yourself. And that's why I taught you so much how to take care of yourself first. And there were so many abnormal things that happened to your body. It scared me. I was like, in my brain, Heavenly Father wants you alive. Otherwise, you wouldn't still be here. And I had asked you for advice over the years because I didn't want to depress your mom any further on things I could do to make your mom happy and help you be happy, because the advice that I'd given you over the years about how to deal with males really kept you safe. And I'm proud of you doing that all on your own. And that the pain that I had gone through myself was that my father told me to be silent about our disabilities and abused me and my family even when we were doing things right. And I was the only one strongest enough to say no to him and break that generational cycle. And my my family has 3 daughters and has 9 sons. On my side of family, I was the third to youngest, and my sisters, 2 of my sisters were first to go, and then my eldest 2 brothers were the next to go, and then my next brother was most close to was Uncle Gary, after Uncle Richard, and then the next was so and so. I can't remember their names. I don't personally know them. And then he realized that he was the only son left alive at that time, and that my 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 other sister was the only one left alive. And I'm pretty sure you could tell from observing her, she was going through generational cycle hurting too. And I was trying my best to try to convince her to leave, but she wasn't listening to me. And so I tried to see if I could encourage you to attempt to ask her to leave with her grandchildren, because she has a hard time saying no, and she shouldn't have to deal with that. And I hope it's gotten better, or if not, she will go seek help with her grandchildren, because you tried to help them in more ways than one, and it's gotten better, but she's getting worse, and I want her to live as long as she can, unlike me. You are my most wonderful princess, because despite all the pain you went through, in your own way, you had made a promise to me that nobody had made to me in my life. And it made it easier for me to let the pain go. And I really hope that you can help yourself and others like you did me. And continue to be the last hope for humanity. because things are coming to an end, and Heavenly Father just wants everyone to be happy. And safe. Not going through all this pain and suffering. And I woke up from the dream.